They were tying Ejika's wrist, their faces hard with judgment, when a voice as sharp as the crack of thunder rang out, "Stop this madness." The villagers turned in shock. From the crowd emerged an old woman, her frame frail but her presence commanding. Her skin was wrinkled with age, and her eyes burned like coals. No one in the village recognized her, yet she spoke as if she belonged. "You will regret this day," the woman said, her voice steady and filled with authority. "Free this man, for he is innocent. If you shed his blood, calamity will fall upon this land." The crowd grew uneasy. Some looked at each other nervously, murmuring that the woman might be a spirit or a messenger of the gods. But the envious ones, the ones who had plotted against Ejika, shouted her down. "Who are you to speak for him?" one of them spat. "You don't know the things he's done. He uses dark powers to make his wine sweet. He bewitched kings to favor him." The old woman's gaze hardened. "Bewitched? Or is it your jealousy that blinds you? Mark my words, harm him, and you will bring ruin upon yourselves." But her warning only made the envious ones angrier. Fueled by their hatred and the growing support of others who didn't want to risk challenging them, they decided to act immediately. "Take him to the shrine," someone yelled. As Ejika was dragged through the village square, the old woman was nowhere to be found as mysteriously as she had appeared. Her absence emboldened the crowd. They accused Ejika of all sorts of crimes, poisoning the villagers, stealing their fortunes, and even controlling the weather to favor his palm trees. None of it made sense, but in their frenzy, logic was abandoned. At the edge of the village, near a small lagoon, the crowd stopped. One of the envious men shouted, "Why wait for the shrine? Let's end this now." Without giving Ejika a chance to speak, they began to beat him. Fists and sticks rained down on him as he fell to the ground. His cries for mercy were drowned out by their shouts. Some in the crowd turned away, unable to watch, but none dared intervene. When they finally stopped, Ejika lay motionless. Blood stained his clothes, and his body was battered and bruised. Believing him dead, they dragged him to the edge of the lagoon and dumped him into the shallow water, leaving him for dead.